8:03 on your Thursday morning. Welcome back to the KIX 96.5 morning show. We love featuring indie artists on the show, and today we're heading to New York to chat with singer-songwriter Robert Fantel. His brand new single is called American Strong, and we need to be strong right now. We're excited to have Robert on the phone with us. First of all, Robert, thanks for coming on.
Morning, Jeff. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, well, you've got an interesting story. You were always into music, but you couldn't write a song. I can relate to that. But your granddaughter got you going. Tell us the story, Robert.
My granddaughter, who's a teenager now, she was writing these posts on Facebook to get dogs adopted at a local shelter. And she play background music. And what happened was Facebook said that she couldn't do that using, recorded music. So she asked my wife, and my wife turned around and said, why don't you have Grampy write a song? So I penned a song, wrote it. She put it up there, got 40,000 views. And like 3/4 of the pets were adopted. So it was a success all the way around.
Wow, that was awesome. Yeah. Well, you were playing music in the 80s and 90s. Were you a guitarist in a rock band? What were you doing?
Yeah, it was, back in that archaic time. I was playing for a couple of bands, playing guitar, singing, and just trying to find, where you all fit in as a musician. It's a long time ago in the past.
Yeah. Then life gets in the way. So, after you did that kickstart you to keep going? Or, COVID probably stopped you.
Well, ironically, it switched. I picked up an acoustic, and I started playing it, because all I ever had before was electric guitars. And the acoustic just touched me. All of a sudden, I was able to write music, and COVID was actually a good thing for me, actually, because people would turn around, I'd put out a song, and I'd do it either live or I'd put out a regular recorded video, and people would be like, this is great, I love it, started creating a fan base, and they actually pushed me to put it out professionally.
Huh. Well, that's cool. COVID was a positive for you, which is nice. The song's American Strong. Yeah. You got a lot of stars and stripes. Are you a vet? What, Robert?
Okay. Well, I wasn't a vet because I was turned down because I have an injury. But I'm very patriotic. My whole family, my father and my uncles and all that, they served. So they know how hard it was out there at a time where it was, undetermined where we were going with our country. Anything could have happened back in the 40s. So they embellished that on me, and I've lived it. I worked at a couple of facilities for the military, because that's what I feel. I feel it's like a responsibility, and that's where I am.
Yeah. Well, you're living in Lindenhurst, New York. I look it up. It says it's a village in Suffolk County. There's like 27,000 people there. How close are you to the beach?
Well, if I look out my window, I'm about 60 feet away from the water.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I'm very blessed. I built a house in 2005 from scratch, myself and my wife. And we, like I said, we're just very blessed. It's awesome.
Yeah, that's sweet. And is there a sandy beach, or how's the beaches there?
No, well, we're on a bay, but the bay is very, very large, and not really sandy beaches. There's a part of it that's a sandy beach. Otherwise, it's like you have like eelgrass and all that. It's great for all the wildlife, and that's what we enjoy. We'll look out and we'll be like, wow. What you see is beautiful.
Yeah, it's got to be gorgeous. Joy Behar and Pat Benatar are from Lindenhurst.
Yes.
There's your claim to fame. Go check him out, Robert Fantel. It's Fantel music.com. He's on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. You're gonna hear American Strong coming up here shortly. You're new to the indie scene. I heard you said it's crazy how how many places play your music, places you never even heard of.
Yeah, it's it's amazing. I was just streamed in another show in Australia, and then in Finland, and in Germany. And I'm like, they're playing American Strong, which I think is absolutely awesome. And they're asking me, what's it about? And the Australian DJ, he hit it right on the head, So I'm very, very ecstatic. I never thought this could be possible. So we're reaching a lot of people, and I'm very proud of that.
Yeah, it's crazy how the world has shrunk because of the internet, and and they're playing a song called American Strong in Germany.
Yeah, could you imagine? I gotta say, my father would be rolling.
Exactly. If you'd have told somebody that 30 years ago, they would have been like, "No way, that's not going to happen." I like your sound though, because it's different. I mean, you're kind of country, you're kind of rock, you're kind of all over the place.
Yeah, my wife refers to me once in a while as like a mutt in that respect, because I'm multi-genre. I try to bring it all together. It's all the experiences that I've had, and you could hear, like I said, you could hear certain parts of my playing. It goes back sometimes to rock, sometimes back to a country rock vibe, and it's unique, to say the least.
Yeah, you're your own genre. Your wife, Darlene, what does she think about this?
She actually loves it. She's my biggest supporter. She was the one who actually pushed me along when I had doubts. You come across a lot of doubts when you're entering this. Am I good enough? And all this. And even when you have other people turn around and say, hey, I love your stuff, you still have that doubt in the back of your head. But my wife, Darlene, she's to the point, and she's always been. I'm behind her 110%. She's behind me 110%. And I value her opinion so much that when she said, listen, it sounds great. You got to follow it. You got to follow your dreams. You go around once in this world. If you don't follow it, it's a shame, and it's on you.
Exactly.
So,
yeah, life's too short.
It is, definitely.
That's for sure. Well, and you put your emotions on your sleeve. You Mean the World to Me is for Darlene.
Yes, it is. Well, she means the world to me. And, it's hard. Like when I write, since it's so emotional, it takes time for me to get past that, like when you get it in your throat, when you touch on a topic that's very emotional, and that's not the easiest to get past, so it takes a little while for it to come out clear, for it to come out, the way you want it. And I gotta tell you, when I gave her the song on Valentine's Day, she's a woman that really doesn't cry much unless there's something that is really deep emotional to her. And I got to tell you, she was crying. And
yeah, that had to be emotional for both of you. She's crying when she's listening to the song.
Yeah, and I had to make sure that she wasn't crying because I really, blew it or something,
Yeah, exactly. You're like, well, is she crying because she likes it, or it's terrible?
Exactly.
Go and check him out, robertfantelmusic.com. Go to YouTube, and you can hear You Mean the World to Me. Aunt is listening in Deposit, New York, and she says, Suffolk County, Lindenhurst, oh my God. I know a lot of people from Lindenhurst. She lived in West Islip sometime?
Islip?
Yep.
Yeah,
there you go. She's listening online on BigHornMountainRadio.com. Yeah, hi, Aunt. See, there you go. You're not far from her in Long Island.
No?
Also, you've got the song Party, which is a rocking song.
Yes. I told you I'm all over the place, you know. Party was written because the pandemic. You know, we were all shut down here.
Yeah.
You couldn't go out. I don't know how it was around the country, but New York was so restrictive. If you didn't wear a mask, you couldn't go outside. You couldn't go here. You couldn't go there. And it shut so many businesses down, caused a lot of chaos. And I'm not saying it was warranted or unwarranted, but we were all restricted so much that I wanted to write something and be like, hey, you know, better days are coming. Let's go out. Once this is all done, we're going to party. And, you know, it's like raise your glass up in the air. You know, that's one of the parts of the song. It's because everybody needs that. Everybody needs that vision of, okay, you know, things are going to get better. We're going to all get back to good times, you know. So that's what she was written for.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we all need is some good times. Is the guitar solo, is that you?
Actually, the guitar solo on that one is a very close friend of mine. He did a phenomenal job. When you're listening to a song and that guitar solo comes on, it's like the song just takes another step up. And, I mean, I got to tell you, when we were recording, I was just like, it hit him and ran with it, and I was just amazed. It sounded incredible, and it still does.
Yeah, no, it sounds great. Who's producing your stuff, or where are you going to do it?
Well, Dan Ferguson Productions, he's producing my harder, like more tone rock-wise. I also have another producer, Bob Beal. He's also doing like more of the country, because with producers, everybody has an influence, you know, a heavier influence in their likes, you know.
Yeah.
Dan is definitely into like the more rock side. Bob is more into like the countryside, and I got to tell you, they do an awesome job. You know, I'm very pleased.
Yeah, no, it's great. And you're up for a couple International Singer-Songwriters Awards.
Well, I don't know. We were at one time, meaning that I got notification and I have to reach out to them because I don't know where the notification went in the house. Meaning that, you know, that's a problem.
Let me look and see if you're on here. As I thought, weren't you up for like a Rising Star? Which is always funny.
That could be on Facebook, though. Yeah, Facebook is like...
Maybe you were nominated and then didn't make it to the finals. Where did I see that? Huh.
You know, the problem is that, like, I receive so many things, especially fan mail. I didn't even know that people even do that anymore. I thought everything was emails, you know. I've had people reach out to me, like with You Mean the World to Me, and actually penned a letter to me saying how much, you know, the song really touched them.
Oh, wow.
And, yeah, you know.
They found your address?
Yeah. That's a little scary. But it's really unique, you know. I mean, I have people that are on the social media pages that love the song so much, they promote and they promote and they promote the song. I guess I just wrote it for Darlene, of course, but I guess it touched the chord with so many people, you know, and that just humbles me because that's amazing, you know.
Yeah, that's awesome. What's your granddaughter think?
Well, she loves what I do. she's really into the country part of it. When it comes to the rock part of it, she's like, yeah, okay. But, typical teenager, we should say.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, I got to really tap into that market because she's going to a concert. I think it's with Barnes. He's how tickets were just astronomical. And I was like, wow, I mean, I remember going to concerts and it was like $20 to get in.
Yeah, not anymore.
No. I have 8 grandchildren, and almost one more. I get a baseball team, but they all have their likes and dislikes. The one is actually playing the violin, and she might be introduced on one of the songs in the future. That's how good she plays.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that, So
yeah.
we try to push them in a positive manner. You know?
You've got 3 songs done now. What's coming? New stuff's coming?
Yes. You got 2 more songs that one is completely done. The other is like 90% done. I think personally, you're going to really, really enjoy them. They have more of a country beat. And the music is more like, get up and, get moving type of deal. Where you have that when you're driving. You turn on the radio and, you get energized by a song. I just want to put a disclaimer that I'm not responsible for any speeding tickets, just in case. But they're going to be up and ready to go. So look for them shortly. I just have to, the one has got to be fine-tuned a little, and we should, they'll be out there.
They're coming. New stuff is coming. Go and follow him. RobertFantelmusic.com. It's Fantel. Go to YouTube and go to Facebook and Twitter. Here is his latest song, American Strong. Robert, thanks so much for coming on.
Jeff, thank you so much for having me, and thank you, everybody, for listening in.
Here it is, American Strong. It's KIX 96.5.